Since I was a jit, I knew I was a winner. I pray to God forgive me cause I'm a born sinner. Got more on my plate than a Thanksgiving dinner. Gotta save for rainy days cause shit do get thinner.
Y'all, we giving it up, man. It's your boy Jumpout L.O, and you tune in to check your mental. And today, man, I'm a little saddened by the news of the mass shooting, the mass school shooting, that 21 people lost their lives and 19 children, 19 kids in elementary school lost their lives. 19 kids that had no idea that that would be their last day, that they're so innocent at that age, that you just wake up so excited to go to school and meet up with your friends. And the last thing on your mind is, today's gonna be my last day alive. And I'm hurt by the news, I'm saddened by it. And I ask, how do we keep our children protected? How do we allow these situations to keep on happening? Why do they keep on happening? Why is it so accessible for people to get these guns? Why are there metal detectors in these schools? Why they don't have a police officer or security or armed security at these schools protecting our children? Why? Why do we wait for something to happen to try to take on charge or try to do something? Why do we don't take precautions so these things won't happen again? How many children have to lose their lives for us to wake up and notice that is a problem? Why don't they have stricter gun laws on the way you get guns? Why is it so easy to these people to get these guns and these fully equipped rifles? Why is it so easy for people to access these guns? And I don't mean strictly gun laws like lock them up, but it's like make it harder for people to get these guns, especially these young adults. Like make them go through a psychological test, some type of psychology exam before you're able to purchase any type of guns, because it obviously shows that there's something wrong with these people mentally. Because nobody just wakes up one day and says, I'm gonna go to school and shoot everybody. It had to be a pattern, it had to be something before this happened. But how do we prevent this from happening? How do we take better precautions for it? How do we protect our children from these unsafe environments? How do we make these schools safer? Because at this moment, these schools don't seem pretty safe. Why do we keep having mass shootings in schools? You know, why I'm saying, why don't they have metal detectors? Why don't they do anything? And it sickens me to my stomach that 19 children lost their lives. 19 kids that they're not gonna get to have a future. 19 families, that sent their kids to school not knowing that would be the last day they would see them. It's just heartbreaking. And I think we gotta stand together and do something about it. You know, I use the platform that I have to voice my opinion, to voice and just give my take, but I'm only one person. But it takes an army for us to make a change. You know, I'm just planting the seed, and hopefully my message gets heard on how do we keep these children safe? How do we protect our children? Because as you know, our children are the future, and they're being extinct. They're not even getting a chance to live. They're not getting an opportunity to be kids. They're being taken out early by some coward that took it upon himself to take out these children. What did they do to you? Even if you were bullied when you went to school, and that, even if that's not the case, I'm just throwing scenarios out there. Why take it out on children? What do they have to do with whatever they did to you? Like, it's just unbelievable, man, that every year is another school shooting. Every year these children don't get to be kids, and there's nothing being done. It's just a couple rallies, people talk about it for a few months, then they forget about it, then the next school shooting happens. Then everybody wants to act proactive all over again. Why we don't do something right now? We need to do something right now before it keeps happening and keeps happening again. We had a shooting in a supermarket. People are not even safe shopping now. They can't even go grocery shopping. I think of my mother when she goes grocery shopping. I think of my family members and people that I love when they go grocery shopping. You mean to tell me they're not safe buying groceries? And your kids aren't safe going to school? Come on. This is America. This is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. Why do we keep going through this? Massive shootings, massive kids losing their lives. It is not fair. It is not fair, and we have to do something. We need to do something. The government needs to do something. Protect our children. I don't have any kids, but it hurts my heart that all these parents have to bury their kids. Come on now. How would you feel? You send your kid to school and you know that they're not coming back. Like, I feel for those parents. I feel for those teachers. Now and then I feel for the ones that survive because they're traumatized now. Now they're gonna have to go through therapy because they lost some classmates. Now they're scarred forever. Some of these kids are scarred forever. Now they have to go through therapy. They have to go through counseling because they witnessed their friends being murdered at a young age. You know what that's gonna do for their mental health already? So it only didn't affect the people that lost somebody. It affected the people that survived. Because some of them might have survivor's guilt and feel guilty that they survived, but their friend died. Or the teachers that wish they could have done something. Like, they're all permanently scarred for life. All because a person decided to be selfish and act in evil and heinous ways and decided to take out 21 people, 19 children, and 2 adults lost their lives. I just want you to think about that. What could be possibly going through your mind when you're doing something that evil and that heinous of an act? And I just want to close out with a prayer, praying for the families, praying that God gives them strength to get through these tough times, praying for peace in these moments of hardship for their families. God, please give them strength. God, please help the people that survive. God, please just bring peace in that community of Texas. And I just pray for that guy's soul, because, man, to do something like that, you have to be really, really evil. And it just saddens me. But what can we do to protect these children? We need more metal detectors. We need more police presence in these schools. We just need to be more active and not wait until something happens to try to do something. Because this keeps happening year after year, year after year. It just keeps on happening. So let's do something to end this. And like I said, I pray for those families that lost somebody in this tragic event. I pray for the ones that survived. I pray that they may be healed mentally, because this is something hard to heal from. So God, put your hands upon them and just heal them, because they need you at this moment. So you tuned in to Check Your Mental. This your boy Jumpout L.O.